Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. I'm your brother in the struggle, Brother Minister Alifullah. And today, family, we're going to cover a couple of ways to build your business credit. Okay. We have let me show you the newest catalogs. This is for those of you that may not be familiar with them, this is the Uline, the best of Uline, but basically just uline.com. You could just go on their website and you can actually order online. And some more of these. These is like for the entrepreneur, these is like your economic Bibles. You know what I mean? So basically Uline sell all kind of products. Now a lot of my clients get mad. They be like, man, I went on Uline, they charge this, that, and the other. Listen, you gotta pay to play. This is America. It's a capitalist and pluralist system. So even though say something like let me see, I got all kind of stuff around here we get from Uline. Like I get my Clorox wipes, my Lysol spray, the Bounty paper towels, the Bounty paper towel holder, all that stuff I got from Uline. Now, usually, my wife will go to like Walmart, we'll go to like Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, get it way cheaper. But the difference is you don't build no business credit when you do that. Now, you notice I have two of the exact same catalogs, but on the back of the catalog comes what they call two numbers. One is known as your customer number, and the other one is known as your priority code. And on the right will be your name, your corporate position. I'm a minister, what have you, the name of your company and the address and things of that nature there. So you normally would only need one of these catalogs. The reason we have two is like a technicality. My wife, she has her health stuff, and I have my ministry stuff. Pardon me, fam. My summer allergies was kicking. I had to go get me some water. But as I was saying, so the Uline, when you order something from Uline, it may be more expensive than what you can find in your hometown, but you want to understand that what you're trying to do is you're trying to reach what's called the 80 payback score. Now, your personal credit, say you have good credit. Good credit, say it's like 720, 800, what have you. When it comes to business, the highest credit your business can reach is a 100 payback score. Good business credit is an 80 payback score. So 100 is ideal, just like you would want to have an 800 personal credit score, 850, but that's not practical. You don't even need that. If you got a 720, 760, you doing good. You just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Just make sure you don't use more than 33% of your available credit. Don't pay your bills early. Don't pay them on time. Pay your bills early, and make sure you keep that under that 1/3 threshold, specifically 33%. They want to see that you use credit cards. A lot of people think that I only use 2% of my credit card, 5%. They like to see you use that credit card and pay it off in full on your side. Pay it off early. But when it comes to the business credit, is real similar. The difference is when you had that 80 payback score, you go to the website CapitalOne.com. On Capital One, it's a lot of websites out there. So I'm just using one. Capital One is not paying me to tell y'all this. I'm just giving you some helpful information that's practical for free. All right. I would recommend go check it out for yourself. Just go on Capital One. They even had, I don't know if they still have it. I know they had it years ago. It's like a 60-second free pre-qualification to see if you or your business even qualify. You could go in there and in 60 seconds, the computer let you know, like, yeah, you good. If you go ahead and file, you're gonna get approved, or you may not be approved. It'll let you know you wouldn't be approved. All right, so that's a helpful thing in and of itself. Now, on Capital One, you want to look for 2 specific cards. There are probably hundreds of them. Just look for 2. Look for the Capital One Business Spark card and look for the Capital One Business Savor card. Now, it's a lot of pseudo information out there, a lot of grafted stuff. Know what I mean? I want you to understand, when it comes to business, when it comes to credit, there is no one size fits all. There is no cookie cutter stuff. You have to look at it and say to yourself, this right here don't work for me. Now, I mean, this works for me. So you go ahead and modify your mathematics. Some stuff you might like, some stuff you may not like. You might be like, okay, well, I at least recommended this, but I happen to see this other joint. I'm gonna go with this joint. Use your own good judgment, discretion. Don't take it like something that's etched in stone. But ideally, the Capital One Spark card, if you get a personal Spark card, say, I'm just using this hypothetically, say you had a 700 credit score personally, they may give you $1,000 on a Spark card. But say you got an 80 Paydex score for your company. Now, instead of them give you $1,000 Spark card, your company going to get a card that has $10,000 on it. It'll have your name at the top, then the name of your company, okay? And it's the same thing on that website if you look up the Savor card. The Savor card is an orange card. Check out the Savor card. The Savor card, personally, you could get one for like $1,000, $2,000. But on the business level, you could get one for $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. It depends on a lot of variables, mathematics. Now, I mean, you got to play with the algorithm, the mathematics in your head. Now, if you're blessed to be a student follower of Most High Elijah Muhammad and you're studying your lessons, you're going to realize some stuff subconsciously. From us studying those lessons, people don't understand it. A lot of brothers don't understand the importance of those lessons. The messenger teaches us, if you have wisdom in your head and you don't have no money in your pocket, you're just wise in your own eyes. You see? So you have to marry your wisdom to money to equal progress and profit for yourself, your family, and our people. You can't help somebody unless you help yourself. It's nothing spooky. We don't sit up at home and wait for no mystery God to bring us no food. You got to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. That's just the reality of it. You could get spooky if you want, but nothing is going to come up out of that sky but rain, hell, snow, and sleet, family. You know what I mean? Remember that. Now, another tip I meant to tell you. When you order from Uline, for your business, you can establish a business account online. Just go on the website. I did it before with my phone. I don't like using a phone. My recommendation is use a laptop, a tablet, a PC, a personal computer, or something of that nature there. Even if you have to go to the library and do it through the library, get on the library computer. Once you log in, just simply put your library card number in there and your password or whatever in there, your name, and just go to Gmail. No. Yeah, you could go to gmail.com and that'll open up your email if you need to read your emails. And just go on google.com and go to uline.com and you'll be able to take and register on there. Now, basically what they do is they'll give you an account where, like, say I need some typing paper, for the printer or something like that, or I need some Clorox or some Lysol spray, or we might get a case of toilet paper, whatever. Know what I mean? Anything you normally use around the house, instead of just buying it from anywhere, subconsciously, you always want to have a mentality like, yo, I got to pay bills and money's going out. I got to do something to try to bring money in. See what I'm saying? Or I'm going to send this money out and it's going to be a drought for a minute, but it's going to grow fertile crops in the future. So you may intentionally hurt your credit for 3 to 6 months, 9 months, a year. Now I mean, so you gotta know your NIAT or your own intent and how you doing something. Like I said, none of this is etched in stone. One of the mistakes I see a lot of brothers and sisters make is they look at it like they want to do it exactly that way, or the way they see it on a video, or the way they read it in a book, or the way it worked for somebody else. It don't go like that. I mean, there's 3 ways to order. The 3 ways they got here: you could phone in, they got a 1-800 number, you could fax it in, they got a fax number, and they got an online order. I prefer personally the online, uline.com. I did something, my printer is not hooked up to faxes. That's kind of old, but I remember doing something and I had to send in an invoice with the fax or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I think I went to Staples or something like that there because they had a fax machine. And I had to fax them this documents. I can't recall. It was years ago. Whatever. I know it was like 60 something dollars. I was like, 60 something dollars. They was like, yeah, it's like $8 a page. And I'm like, oh, you got me this time. I mean, won't get me again. But I found out you just go to the free library and fax it. It's the same stuff for like maybe $1 to $3 or something, way cheaper. So check out your public library. But as I was saying, business credit is 10 times whatever your personal credit is. So you have a lot of people that will focus on trying to fix that credit. No, you could have horrible credit. Your credit could be a 400. You could have just came home from jail on parole or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't have no credit at all. But you start your own LLC, you start your own small nonprofit. This is without IRS recognition, just a regular nonprofit, and you build your business credit. It's faster and easier. Now, I mean, you have to have what's called trade lines. Now, I mean, now the trade line is basically you got to buy something from Uline or Quill, or in fact, Walmart also builds business credit. So we ain't going to front on Walmart either. There's a lot of stores out there you could build business credit with. Now, I mean, we're gonna make a video for y'all, giving y'all a list of the best stores. In fact, now keep in mind, the technology changes so fast, the information changes so fast. I would say that, like, information that was relevant 6 months ago is obsolete now. Now, I mean, like I remember back in the day, it was like Uline and Quill, no, you just spend $50. And they changed that to $100. So you used to be able to spend $50, but now you got to spend $100. So that means you go on there, you buy something, it has to be $100 or more. It could be as much as you want, but the minimum is $100. So my recommendation be like, on average, I would say get something like $106 or something. Now, I mean, add stuff up, stuff that you really use. Like we get Dawn dishwashing liquid. My wife, she always cleaning stuff. So she got her Clorox wipes, Lysol, toilet paper, Windex, what I mean? Things of that nature. Anything that has a long shelf life, you're really going to use it around the house anyway, you might as well go ahead and buy it from there. Not necessarily save money in the short term, but to make money in the big long term. Those of you that follow stock and watch the news, what have you, if you may recall about a week ago, Walmart quarter was real good for them. They made a lot of paper. And I was a customer in there. I literally was confused because it was like, yo, why is this? Usually I shoot in there, we go to the self-checkout, I mean, no problems. But this particular day just seemed like a holiday or something. It's just real crowded, and it was a regular day. And I noticed that people were shopping for way more food. Like they had shopping carts full of actual food. And I came to find out by watching the news that night that Walmart literally had some food prices dropped by 45%. So a lot of people was in there buying, shopping in there. I mean, you had mothers with their EBT cards, people with debit cards, credit cards, cash, what have you. And they had a bull market for that day. The reason that's important and relevant is because Walmart uses business credit. See, this is what the real like as above ground, so beneath. I mean, the Kabbalion. That's in the economic world also. Now I mean, as within, so without. You know what I mean? It's like those smart big businesses. Now I mean, they be like, nah, if they got, I'm just using this hypothetically. Say they had $100. They're not going to buy $100 and wholesale stuff and put it in that store in Walmart and sell it. They like, nah, we got $100. They going to get $1,000 worth of stuff on credit in business credit from other people that manufacture. They going to get their supplies, their Windex, their toilet paper, their paper towels, their Clorox wipes, their light bulbs, their hand towels, their steaks and cheese, whatever, and they're going to put it on the shelf and mark it up. So they may get it from the supplier, the manufacturer, and I'm just using this hypothetical. Say it costs 60 cents. They gonna put it on the shelf for $1.99, and they're going to keep the difference and pay them their money. You know what I mean? So the wholesaler, the manufacturer, the producers are happy. They making a profit, and Walmart is getting that cut. So they happy. So that's how the game operates. That's on the macro level of economics. That's macroeconomics. That's big economics. That's the big money. Don't compare yourself to other people. So that's the mistake a lot of people. They look at other people, be like, oh man, he got a mansion. Oh, he got a Maybach. They making billions in this. It's like, no, the message told us comparisons are bad. Now, I mean, I compare me to me. I look at it like, okay, I had a dollar last week. This week I got $1.13. I'm good. I'm on the right path. I mean, it'd be like, okay, I had $1.13. Now I got $1.40. That's how your algorithm, you want to look at your, like the 5% say, what's the day's mathematics? I ain't just saying about from the lessons. I'm talking about in the economic sense. Now, I mean, how is your rent, your mortgage, your car note, your electric, your water, your gas, your utilities, your food bills, your clothing, whatever, not medical, but whatever bills, you want to look at that algorithm and make sure that each year or each quarter, you're growing. Now, I mean, your money is increasing as opposed to decreasing. That's how it go. You heard me mention earlier about those lessons. We put a video up saying our lessons are blessings. Short version. Our lessons teaches us, the messenger says, stop buying expensive cars, fine clothes, and shoes for being able to live in a fine home. Okay? He says, spend your money among yourselves. Pool your resources, education, and qualifications for independence. Now, I mean, he said, wisdom is independent of anyone. Now, I mean, so don't take and look at me only. Look at everything you can try to learn from. Take your behind down the library, get some books. Go on Amazon and find some information. See what I'm saying? Knowledge is power. You want to always try to improve the quality and the quantity of your business skills. Okay. A lot of people try to reach me through my personal phone number or my wife's phone. stuff like that. It's like, nah, you gotta understand as a practical matter, you know, if I have a video on YouTube and I got 5,000 views for that video, or if I got people on Facebook and I got 5,000 people over there on Facebook, see what I'm saying? And say just 500 of them call me. That's 500 phone calls a day. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, you be tolerant, understand. You try to fill some of these calls. One person want to talk for 45 minutes. Now, say a good sister called. She like, brother, I read one of your books and you said something about the mother plane and this, that, the other. And I was trying to find it in the Bible. It's like, I cannot spend a lot of time tutoring individuals like that. I would never get my work done. I would never get anything done. So the best way to reach me, I got a separate business phone. The business phone number is on my one and only 2024. I had all kind of websites in the past. I only have one website. It's www.noireport.com. That's NOI. In fact, I probably put a link somewhere on this video real quick. But on the website is our business phone number. You can email me at NaaLInstituteInc. You can write to me. We got a business address you can write to. P.O. Box 1143, Exton, PA 19341, if you're in the belly of the beast, for example. So this is the way to get a quick response. Now, I mean, like, you send something to my email, that email's linked right here direct to this phone. You know what I'm saying? This the top-notch 2024 iPhone. That stuff comes through. The memory on this, I pay for extra memory on this. So it's going to be there. I'll be able to click it. It makes it easy for me, makes it easy for you. I may give you a little quick call, bust it up with you for like 10, 15 minutes, and keep it moving. But it's like, I'll be like, okay, well, I took like 7, 10 calls. Now, I mean, I gotta go. Wifey might be sitting in the car waiting, like, yo, come on, we gotta go. I mean, we have appointments, we got other stuff, we got family and friends, we got work, we got to take care of other business. All right, so that's how I go, fam.